Hello, my name is David, and this is Fox News. Walked around the entire world. Peace is defined in Webster's dictionary as freedom from civil disturbance. Now, hostility is the opposite of peace. Hostility has gotten us into wars, and wars have killed people. Around 203 million people have been killed due to war and oppression. That is more than the entire population of Brazil. Because there was no peace and security at that time, and there was no order, war broke out and it got people killed. Now the 203 million people that died were the only recorded ones. There could have been more, as far as we know. Groups like ISIS that are trying to spread the Islamic State through the entire Middle East are trying to do that, but at what cost? They are killing people that are not wanting to convert to their Islamic religion. They're what we call extremists. They do not believe in peace. They think what they're doing is peace, and they're securing the people that they have. They don't care what happens to the others. And if we allow people like that to complete doing what they're doing, then we'll go into war. The war that will destroy the world because we have weapons that completely destroy and obliterate the entire planet. Now what we can do to prevent that is to get our leaders, the government leaders, to prevent that by signing treaties and making deals with other countries that won't make them go into all-out war. Watch this short video to figure out more about peace and security and what it is.
Peacekeeping missions only deploy to a small number of countries, and they deploy because there's enough of a political peace that the international community feels like there's a hope of moving that country forward. And in these environments, you have armed actors who are still operating outside of state control. There are former fighters both at the army level, at the police level, local militias stood up during the conflict, and even self-defense groups and communities. So suddenly you see 7 or 8 distinct organizations that need to be integrated. That's a big job.
The longer you have civil disruption in a country, the longer and the harder it is to repair the damages that are left behind.
We know, of course, that justice and security deficits have been the reason for relapse into conflict in some peacekeeping contexts. You find that in many conflicts, conflict arose because armed personnel have, instead of protecting people, have been victimizing them. So the challenge is, how do we redesign the social contract to make sure that these armed forces respond to constitutional order?
For a peace to move on, you need support to rule of law. You need governance to begin and take hold. And the question we ask on the rule of law, the police, corrections, prisons, is what are the critical elements that a government or civil society needs help with coming out of a conflict? What's necessary to have the peace remain stable and secure?